Antz is a 1998 American computer animated comedy film directed by Eric Darnell and Tim Johnson, written by Paul Waits, Chris Waits, and Tom Allcott. What's good? It's a Boy Dude Reviews, and today is the start of my Dreamworks kind of marathon series where I review every single Dreamworks film ever released. And the film features the voices of Woody Allen, Sharon Stone, Jennifer Lopez, Sylvester Stallone, Christopher Walken, Dan Aykroyd, Annie Bancroft, Danny Glover, and Jen Hackman. Some of the main characters share facial similarities with the actors who voiced them, and it was the first film and project from DreamWorks Animations, and it's the second ever feature-length computer animated film after Disney Pixar's Toy Story. During its production, a controversial public feud erupted between DreamWorks co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg, Steve Jobs, and John Lasseter of Pixar due to the production of their similar film A Bug's Life, which opened a month later. This only worsened when Disney refused to avoid competition with DreamWorks' intended first film release, Prince of Egypt. And Antz premiered on September 19, 1998 and at the Toronto International Film Festival, and was released theatrically in the US of October 2nd, 1998 by DreamWorks. And it grossed 171 million against a budget of 42 between 42 million and 105 million, and it has considered a lot of like praise so far. And yeah, what's this film all about? This ant dude called Z is kind of bored of his like, going by the rules and doing his like working like tradition, and he wants to break from this society while trying to win the affection of this princess he loves. And yeah, a lot of stuff happens. And um obviously it's kind of hard to talk about this without talking to Bug's Life in a way, because A Bug's Life was kind of it was released literally near the same time, and there's a lot of bitterness and stuff going on because Jeffrey Katzenberg had some arguments. He was the previous kind of like um not co-founder but kind of like a CEO. I think he was a CEO at Disney or something like that, and he left, and he became the new kind of like head of the DreamWorks company. And I feel like Disney Pixar had plans of making the Bugs Life film, and I don't know if he knew or not about whether he stole the idea or not, but there's a lot going on here, and I feel like if not him, someone definitely like either told him, or like he definitely was just pissed with Disney to the point where he was like, I'm gonna make a film about bugs just like Disney. And the whole like the main character is this dude who feels like he's kind of like he doesn't feel valued, and he feels like he's nothing, and he goes off on a self-discovery journey. It's the kind of the same thing. But with Bugs Life, it had a lot of kind of goofy, cartoony moments, and it was more targeted to kids with the bright colors and all that. Ants had a more dark, grittier tone, to be honest with you. Let's talk about the good, and it is that slightly darker tone that this film has. Literally, the dark look of it. It's a very dark looking movie. Like, I'm not talking about the themes, I'm talking about the picture itself. It's really dark. Like, there's a lot of dark shots, and it's really like, wow, someone turn up the brightness. But I kind of like it because it just kind of shows you the doom and gloom these ants go through, like their kind of like boring lives, and just how they feel depressed, and like they're just working for these like, the higher ups and all that. And there's a sequence where the main dude kind of gets entangled into this war, and it feels like a proper like war film at times, and it's really gritty and kind of dark and kind of horrific at times. I wasn't prepared for how horrific this movie was, and it. I feel like this is a like slightly better film. With Bugs Life, it felt predictable. This one, I didn't really know where it was going, and it kind of ended up going in a different direction to when I was expecting. And it's a lot better paced than Bugs Life, in my opinion. I do like the voice cast. Woody Allen as our main dude he does a really good job portraying this kind of quirky, goofy dude, and all the other dudes and dudettes do a really good job portraying their characters respectively. And in all honesty, I think this is a more rewatchable film than A Bug's Life because when you watch it, you start noticing there's a lot of like adult humor in it, and I wasn't expecting all like the adult like dialogue and like some of like the swearing in as well. Like I was like, well, holy moly! Like not like extreme swearing, but kind of like swearing you wouldn't hear in a kids movie, like a PG movie. I mean, yeah, I wasn't expecting that, and I kind of pleased. It was refreshing watching an animated film where it was being a bit adult and it was kind of like appealing towards adults as well. And I guess that's what made it a lot more enjoyable, to be honest with you. But in terms of my mix to negatives, I'd say the animation style is kind of bad. And come on, this film was the first computer animated film by Dreamworks, and it was during the era where CGI was just starting to, in CGI movies, 3D movies were just starting to get, baby steps. And this movie did not age well at all. Like some of like the character motion and like the special effects look so bad. It looks like a really cheap computer video game. It's really, really bad on the eyes and it's really not appealing at all. I mean, Bugs Life still had kind of crap animation, but at least some of the designs were a bit more appealing and the colors popped out a little bit more. This film is a dull, dull looking movie. Like all the character designs look so kind of bland and just unappealing. And I guess that's why A Bug's Life did better. It made 363 million compared to the yeah, Bug's Life made all that money compared to Antz. And yeah, I think Antz appealed to kids because there are a lot more characters that felt more like kid friendly in a way, like kids can kind of relate to them. You had like the cute character designs and all that lot, and they were bright and poppy, but this one is just kind of bland. Like all the designs are there, it's brown and dark green, and it's just really not so good. There are some shots when they go on into the outside world that look kind of nice and it lightens up and it does brighten, but i I know they were really trying to go for that kind of realistic look, but I think that was a really bad call. It doesn't look good, it doesn't hold up. But in all honesty, I'd rather rewatch it. I think this is a much more fun, it's a much more enjoyable rewatch than Bugs Life, and I recommend giving it a watch. And I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. I'm going to give it a B minus. Go check it out. I recommend it. But thank you for watching this review. Please like and share this video and comment down below and tell me what's your favorite DreamWorks flick. With that said, thank you for watching. It's the start of my DreamWorks marathon. And Bolded Review signing out.